A 28-year-old man sit down quietly for a counselor's office. The counselor ask am say, "When last you cry?" The man smile. He say, "Make I no dey cry now." The counselor ask am again, "Who teach you dat one?" The man keep quiet. And when he reply, he say, "Nobody really teach me o. Na how I grow." Good morning, my people. If na your first time you dey hear my voice, my name na Lael. And if you no know wetin we dey do for here, na for here we dey talk about wetin God dey teach us and how we fit waka dis Christian journey well well. Make we reason together today. Dis conversation no be only for parents, because every adult today na somebody's child yesterday, and every parent tomorrow na youth today. So, may I ask you one question? When you hear the words home training, wetin dey enter your mind? You dey smile, or that small pain wey you never really talk about? Because if we dey honest so for many of us wey grow up for Naija, home training no just teach us respect o. Sometimes e teach us fear too. Dat voice wey go call your name and your heart go begin race. Dat look from your papa and your mama and your body go freeze. You go quickly adjust your face, your tone, your movement, not because you understand wetin you do, but because you no wan collect. You learn too fast. You learn how to read people's mood. You learn how to swallow tears. You learn not to ask questions. And yes, you also learn discipline. You sabi grit. You fit work hard. You fit endure. All these values dey very good. But may we ask ourselves another question. Na only discipline we learn, or we also carry wounds? Some of us no even know how to express love, because love no always feel safe while we dey grow. Some of us still fear authority today, not because authority bad o, but because fear became our first language. So I go ask again, na discipline or na damage? The painful truth be say, for many homes na both. But today, no be to blame our parents o. Dem raise us with the knowledge and experiences wey dem get, and many sacrifice everything to give us a better life. So dis episode no be about blaming yesterday, na about improving tomorrow, because growth mean say you fit receive something and still make am better before you pass am to the next generation. Now, make we look at the example of Jesus. Luke 52 talk say Jesus increased in wisdom, in stature, in favor with God and with man. I want make we notice something. The Bible no say Jesus only grew in age. He grew completely, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, and emotionally. This one na God blueprint for raising children o. God no call us say make we raise children wey only dey obey. He call us to raise complete human beings. Children wey fit think, children wey fit manage emotions, children wey know God, and children wey fit love people. Now to the youth, young man, young woman, the way you dey heal today na the kind parent you fit become tomorrow. If you never face your childhood, you fit repeat the circle o, because people no usually parent from in ten tion. Most times, dem dey parent from the experiences wey dem don have. The anger you never heal, the rejection wey you never process, the fear wey raise you fit become the pressure your children go carry tomorrow. Except you decide o. To in ten ding parent, parenting no just start when belle come. Parenting start with the kind person you dey become. Make you learn emotional security and maturity now, because children no need perfect parent o. Dem need growing parents. And to every papa and mama wey dey lis ten to us now, I wan say thank you. We know say parenting no easy. Nobody give you manna for dis work wey you dey do. But today, God dey invite us to something way better. May we correct children, but may we no crush their spirit. May we teach them respect, but may we also allow them ask questions. May we set boundaries, but may we let our home remain a place of peace. May we allow discipline build character and not trauma. Because 20 years from now, your children fit forget everything, but them go never forget how your home made them feel. Your home produce people wey only dey obey or people who truly understand purpose. Real home training no be only obedience o. Real home training na raising complete humans. May we raise children wey no go use their adulthood recover from their childhood, but wey go remember home as a place where love lives, because that one na parenting the God way. As you don hear this one so share am with one or two person make dem know wetin we dey do for here. I dey wish una well o. See una next time. God bless una.
I am sent to announce a new season.